And welcome back everybody. G'day, 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 as we say in Australia. And hot on the heels of that model HMV 547 on my last video, I've got another HMV. This one's model C13C. Difference is, this is dual wave, broadcast and shortwave. So we can see the case design is fairly similar. Dial glass is excellent. In fact, the case just looks to be in excellent condition. Grill cloth instead of the those fins that were on the other model. This is 1950, according to Radio Museum. So that'll be our tone control down here. Get the light down there. So the other one, what was that? Normal, bass 1, bass 2, or muffle 1, muffle 2, as I call it. Tuning knob, and behind it there's another knob, and that will be for the band selector for sure, and that's got to be volume and an off switch, which I hope works. Otherwise, if it doesn't, hey, get to try and repair that one as well. Let's have a look at the back. And here we go. So 5 valve job, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6A and 7. EBF 35. On the schematic it shows there should be a 6AR7 in there. Okay, bit of a change. I don't know, 6U7, whatever. Can't be sure. 6V6, 5i3. And I can see a couple of cap cans in there. In fact, I can see what looks to be another cap can. So, got 3 electrodes sitting there doing something. Anyway, I'll get those knobs off, and we'll extract the case, and we'll have a look inside and see what we need, see what we've got ourselves into. Knobs are off, and let's get these retaining screws out. And put them away, not lose them. Here we go. Get the case away. And up on its side, and wacko! There's, look at that, shit everywhere. Typical of a dual wave, but untouched, completely untouched. And what have we got here? Said there were, I can see the cap cans right in there. They're both straightforward. The can is the body of the can is negative, and positive terminals sitting there. So yeah, got enough room. And we've got another electro sitting right there, and oh god, how do you get that out? Oh yeah, you can too. A couple of screws holding it in, from what I can see. Alright, output transformer right there, and we should have a choke. I didn't notice it before, but yeah, just like the 547. And you can just see the choke sitting there. So that's good. In fact, yeah, and what's... Sorry, I'm just looking at this other cap here. Right there. So I'll work out what that is. I should be able to read it. Look, it's a... I can see it now. Hold on. If it says 25 volt, so that's going to be the grid bypass, or the cathode bypass, I would say. Of course, it's right behind that that blue cap, and I've got to get that off. So what I'm going to do is, first off, with the power cord cut, I'll oh, I see, yeah, straightforward. Alright, so I will, there's your power cord there. I'll hook up a temporary power cord on it and let's see what happens. Okay, I've got the power cord in and I've attached the alligator clips to pins 4 and 6 of the 5i3, and before I start, that other cap can, I thought that was a cathode bypass, but it's not. That's the cathode bypass there, just staring me right in the face. So I will find out. I'll go back to the schematic and check out to see how many electrodes you've got in there. Alright, let's see if we get some power coming out of the power transformer. Switch over to AC current and let's give it a squirt. Not bad. All looking good. Alright, and what else we got? Let's check the speaker. And I just happen to have it handy here. And where are we? There's our output tranny. And I can see one wire goes to this terminal here, which is feeding off to the speaker, I believe, and the other one will just be earth. You can hear it. Good enough. So they're working. Okay, and I'd like to check 5 volts. I'll just go off camera for a second, try to find those pins behind this bloody wax cap there. Difficult. Give me a sec. Okay, so I've connected the clips up to pins 2 and 8 for the heater, the cathode. Let's see what we get. We're getting what we should do. 1 point up to 2 volts with just you know, turn quarterish, a bit more than quarter turn on the variac. So that's good. Oh, actually, while I'm at it, the dial globes light up. Not that I can see. Yeah, one of them is. So we've got 6.3, so we've got all our 3 voltage ranges. Seem to be working. And the next step is get those old electrolytic caps out and replace them. So what am I going to do here? Given that there's not a lot of room, I'm going to change these big suckers and that one, and that should give me a bit more room so I can get in there. Where am I going to mount those bloody things? I don't know. Might have to mount the shit. There's not a lot of room up there or in here. Okay, I will, as I always do, I'll think about it and then come back. Anyway, I thought I'd have a look at the schematic, given I've got electrolytics all over the place. And I pulled that out, and it's got an 8 microfarad behind it, and that negative just goes to earth, and of course that's screwed to the chassis, so there's your earth, and that's easy to replace. And of course I've got these 2 electrodes here. It's difficult to see. I'm looking at the camera, yeah, well anyway, there they are. And of course I've got this other one here, and I was confused, and I can't read the value of that one, but I did find out that that is the cathode bypass. So as well as that, and schematic did show too, and I wondered where the other one was, and of course that's 16 microfarad, and that is also 16 microfarad up there. So sussed out what they are, which is good, and still wondering where to put shit, but I think I'll get this 8 microfarad out of the way first, since that's the easy one, and I should be able to find a spot for that. I'm thinking up there somewhere maybe. Anyway, keep working on it. I'll come back as I progress. So, just a bit of an update. That 8 microfarad that was sitting right there. That's now up there. The 16, the can that was there, there's a 16 replacement for it. I changed the, there's a 0.1 here and a 0.25 there, and they've been replaced, just made a lot more room. And the cathode bypass can, it's now here. Luckily just this nice yellow wire onto the positive, and lots of room for it to come down. Oh, can't see it. I'm sure you can now. There it is. Bang, just there. So that's in place too. Now I've got lots more room to change that last 16 microfarad cap, and I reckon the new cap will just go in there. Sounds pretty simple. Okay, I'll get onto that. Okay, got that last 16 cap in, and there it is there. So I'll tidy it all up a little bit later. Okay, but now let's give it some power. Let's monitor the DC voltage as well. There, and yep, earth anywhere here, it's all the same. Connect the antenna, and let's see what happens. Oh dear. Hopefully everything will be good. Okay, give it some power. We're getting something coming through. DC voltage is okay. No smoke so far. It's about 140 volts. 160. 170. 190. That's 220 volts. That should be enough to make it work. Not a cracker. Absolutely nothing. Okay. A valve? I'm not hearing any sort of crackles. Alright, check out the valves. I'll just turn the set around and I'll be back. Okay, got the power going, and our mixer valve, well, that's lighting up. Can't tell if that one is. Let me see. Can't see anything on the 6v6. No, it's lighting up, so is the amplifier valve there, and I can see a glow in that one as well. So that's all good. That's all good. Why isn't it working? Alright, well, I've got it there. Get my little transistor radio and look for some modulation. Yeah, I'm getting something. Yeah. So anyway, it is modulating. That's something. Alright, I don't know, I'll have a think, as I always do. Well, I checked the 6v6 valve, and it's good, so there's nothing wrong with that. And I was just looking, and what I assume to be the tone control, I don't think it is. Reason being that the aerial wire goes right around up the top there, comes back and seems to go into this switch. So I don't know. But let's turn it on. And let's just flick that switch. Could be dirty contacts. I can hear crackling. It's got something anyway. Let's have a look here. Put the aerial back on. Just in case. Never know. There we go, dirty contact. Come on, you shit. Okay, I'll give them a clean out, and we'll see if that fixes anything up. Okay, that's been squirted and cleaned the contacts up, just worked them back and forward as we do. Let's see if that's fixed it. Certainly it's got to work. We heard a little bit come through anyway. That's scratchier. What's that do? I think this is the tone control. Oh, band selector. Oh, come on. Well, it's working. Oh, shut up. Now the dial's not turning the bloody gang. All right, let me have a look at that. Oh, God, one thing it's another. It's one of those things with the dial cord, and it's been repaired, and I'm just going to have to replace it. But anyway, I've got it working now. So, again, let's just listen to it. Turn the power on. There it comes.
Drug prices. In the 75-year history of the pharmaceutical benefits scheme, Labor is urging the opposition and the crossbenchers to pass the legislation.
And the tone works.
Italy is set to have a female Prime Minister, with far-right leader Giorgia Meloni claiming victory in the weekend elections. And in sport, player agent Colin Young says he'd be surprised.
Turn you off. Okay. All right, so again, sound, not too bad really, considering there's still all those nasty leaky caps in there. So, I'm going to change them, of course. But I think first a cup of coffee, and then I'll come back and play around with it some more. Okay, so all the caps have been done. Cool. Everything, yeah. So there's now a lot more room in there as it, compared to the beginning, and I thought to myself, as a factory build, I thought this is one of the sloppiest jobs I've seen to date, and it's just not neat at all. Still, who knows? But anyway, it's working.
And see them holding vast amounts of data. There's a whole other regime.
Survived? but it has.
So it sounds quite good.
3693, we'll go to the land of the free. That's the United States with
where are we?
client in a moment.
Use short wave. Won't pick anything up, but at least getting static. And I've got to fix that dial string up anyway. But, turn that down. Back to AM. And I'll see what I can do about cleaning the inside of that volume pot too. It's a bit scratchy. Anyway, I'll continue. I'll come back once I've done all the resistors and restring the dial. Hey, well, I've been having a absolutely terrible time. I restrung the dial and turned it back on and nothing. And I thought, come on, this will be easy. Well, 2 hours later, I found the problems. So, first off, by the way, I didn't show this because I was in a bloody foul mood. And I was getting absolutely no sound out of it whatsoever. And I thought, well, check the output transformers. They're known to go. And as you can see here on the primary, we've got nothing. So, I've got here backup output transformer that I'm going to somehow get in there somehow, and then the 6J7 valve, third valve in line, IF amplifier, demodulator, which one not sure, can't remember. That packed up, so got it in there, and then the third problem, and I've got it running, and here, I'll turn it on. Oh, and by the way, the output transformer was killing the voltage on the plate of the 6V6. So, and that's what I was getting. And here's the fix. There's the fix.
So that's what I'm sort of asking. Because you see the thing on television or you see the movie. How do I translate that into something that is productive?
Well, again, I would just recommend do things that make you feel good. Don't try and chase some sort of dream.
And all that is the earth wire. There's a little break in it, and I've got to fix that up. So, all right. 3 things that went wrong all at once. Great stuff. Anyway, it happens, eh? But finally sussed it out. Man, what a nightmare that was. Anyway, so I'll fix that up and I will change the output transformer. What a shit, hey? Still, that's radios. A lot of fun. Okay, so I've fixed up that hairline break there, and I've just soldered on another bit of fairly stiff wire onto that, so that's earthed properly now. And I was able to get the old output transformer out, and what normally they use little nuts and bolts, and I thought, well, that's what they've done in this case, but no, they haven't. They'd actually threaded the chassis, so just some self-tappers in. Oh well, self-tappers, not threaded actually. So there's my replacement, another black one, spare one of the black ones that I had. Why not put it in there? Perfect fit. So I will mount that up and solder it up, and I'll come back and show you the soldering bit. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Why not? If you haven't done it before, watch somebody do it. Okay, back soon. Okay, so I've got the replacement output transformer in securely, and perfect fit, by the way. That's exactly the same size as the old one. And let's solder it up. And I've left the jumpers on there just to remind me of what's what, but it's pretty easy in this case. So we have our primary side, which is, typically red and blue that I've seen. In this case, we've got red and green wires, and we know they're the primary because 1, they're coloured, and 2, they're multi-strand. Whereas the secondary side, always, I've not seen it any different to this, enameled copper wire. So fairly straightforward. And one side of the primary generally goes to, again, from what I've seen in a lot of radios, goes to the cathode of the rectifier. In this case, it's joined up to 3 wires. One of them, the yellow wire, goes up to this filter cap here. One of the green wires goes to the choke, which would connect it up with the main filter cap, which is up there to the positive of that, and the other green wire goes to the grid of the 6v6. So I'm going to cut a bit of shrink and whack that, get it in there ready. So, sorry, down here again, cut a bit of shrink up so I can insulate the bare wires there. So I'll just find some that'll fit. Okay, so let's get this to join together. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. Oh, come on. I probably can't, no, you can't see anything at all. Gotcha. Right. So our power, it's going into the transformer, that's connected up, and that just fits, beautiful. And of course what's left now on the primary side anyway is the signal from the 6v6 from the plate, and that will attach to this red wire here. So again, get a bit of shrink and we'll solder that up. Okay, here we go, and got some solder on. Oh good. I don't think it's going to take. No, that's not taking. Alright, I've got to clean those ends up. Might snip them off. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've cleaned them up a little bit, hopefully. Get them to stick together. Looks pretty good. Gotcha. Beautiful. Yep, it's fine. And of course that'll come around there and we'll cover it all up. Probably not saying much, but anyway, just, yeah, getting in place there. Alright, so now we get to the secondary, and here's 1S2, and bring the camera around. Hopefully you can see it. Power wires and lay, but right there, that goes, well, that's the audio, and that little bit of wire there, that's the earth. So as to which is which, to be honest, I don't know if it makes a difference, to be honest. But I'm just going to, I think I might put a bit of shrink over that, and I'll just directly solder, well, you can't see, I'll directly solder the copper wire onto the terminals. So right there, anyway, they're there. And of course what I have done prior to this, I've scraped off the enamel that was insulating the copper wire. So I'm just going to measure things up, snip a bit, get some shrink, and prepare myself. Okay, let's try this. I hope there's enough solder on the terminal. Ouch! That's what you get for holding it with your hand or your fingers. And gotcha. Oh look, I've had 4 espresso coffees this morning and my hands are everywhere. Come on. No, didn't do it. Alright. We'll have to do this off camera. Okay, finally got there. I gave up on connecting it to the earth terminal there, and I saw I'll just use that earth terminal there, and being careful not to bugger her up again. Oh, anyway, so that's done. That's done. Let's see. This should work. Well, it did when it was all jumping up. Give it some power. Just wait for my altimeter to kick in so I can see how much power I'm giving it. There we go. It's mains. I'll get an antenna. That's something wrong. Okay. Done something wrong. Oh. Deary me. Let's work this out. Okay. I've taken the secondaries off, and I'll just jump them onto the terminals, and I'll actually swap the wires around as to which is going to where. That's earthed. Right. Let's see if that makes a difference. Wait.
Concerned about being investigated.
Well, that does make a difference.
Over sports frauds, and if she's not concerned, why not? Because
okay.
The vast majority of the population think that she has a question to answer in relation to that.
We'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just swap them around. See if that makes a difference. If we get that squealing sound. Ah, dearie me. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Oh no, what am I doing? Completely losing the plot. I didn't have the wires done properly. So, what did I say? Let's put that to earth, and let's put the bottom wire to the speaker. Alright, we should get something now.
That were publicly published.
Right, that works well.
In exercising that decision.
And that could have been just the way I had it before. So, you come off the speaker, you come off earth, yellow goes to earth, yellow goes to the speaker, white goes to earth. Alright, so that's opposite way around.
The media describes...
Well, it works the same way. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So, learnt something new. There is a well, on this radio anyway, there's a correct way to wire it up, wire the secondary up. So, let's not make a mistake. Let's put the white to the radio, to the speaker, and the yellow goes to earth. So, white. Okay, got it. So that goes to earth. The red, shrink. And the yellow shrink goes to the speaker. Alright, I will solder those up and come back. Right, that's done. So we shouldn't have problems. So, learnt something. Okay, well, like I said, on this radio, yep, there's, I guess we'll call it polarity on the secondaries to which wire's earthed and which one's not.
Independence, that the coalition vote for it, that it gets full support through the parliament.
That's good. That's good.
It's a critical institution in our democracy.
And just very quickly, because I do want to move on to other matters, but do you think...
I'll turn that down.
at the real...
Now, wondered, okay, so why did the original output transformer fail? So was it something else? A component here failed? All the caps, pulleys and electrodes have been replaced. Still got some old resistors. So, and again, I had the failure of the 6J7 as well. Now, did something cause that? Or is it simply that these parts are 72 years old and they eventually just packed it in? So that's always a possibility. Chances are as well that while the radio's 72 years old, it may have been used 30 years ago, and would have made it 40 years old. Certainly the electrodes would have been leaking at 40 years of age. So it's possible that little thing there's been stressed out, possibly, by the leakage of DC. So I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these resistors here just in case, because I know a couple of them are connected from the 6J7 and they eventually find their way through the circuit. So yeah, I'll replace those. Oh, sorry, they're all up here, pardon me, and I'm going to replace those just to be safe. Okay, all those resistors are done, and
I don't.
it's working.
Like, I think I love being the class clown.
So,
Like, I think
what have I got left? Well, being dual band, dual wave, so we've got AM there, broadcast wave, broadcast band, and click over here, and we have supposedly shortwave. In fact, I'll tell you what, tonight I'm going to come and add to the video and search through the shortwave band, see if we pick anything up. I can hear some slight static there, but there is a... Shut up. There is another selector position, and this I take to be the pickup, because we've got our pickup jacks at the back there. So if I earth my finger there, yes, so I reckon this is a good contender for an MP3, because it's going to be really shit easy. All I have to do is whack on a 3.5mm jack, wire it up, put a 10k resistor there for the impedance for the headphones, or whatever the MP3 is looking for, and it should be okay. I'll just set my MP3 up and we'll run a test. I'll just jumper it on. All set up. So Bluetooth dongle, and there is our positive signal, and green is earth. Can't see it, but there it is. So get my phone working, and the shadow.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Love it.
The shadow knows.
That's loud. That's good. Cool. That works. That's something else I've got to listen to. Oh, God. Anyway. You guys going to talk, or what about the radio play? Oh, dear me, for a radio show. God. Oh yeah, I just turned the phone off. So we can, yeah, back there again. Sorry, I'm wasting a lot of time here. Yeah, look at it, going round circles trying to connect. There it is. All right. So yeah, look, it's I can't pass up this opportunity. All for the cost of 3.5mm plug, which is like, I don't know, $1, whatever. Anyway, I'll drill a hole and connect it up. Okay, so the MP3 socket is in, and what I did, I grabbed a 10k resistor and just put the fly lead through both of the terminals on it. Stereo terminals, not in this case though. Just soldered them in place and then hooked the wire onto a little bit left over and straight, where is it? You can't see it. It's straight down to there, which is the input, the positive side of it, and of course the 10k. That's just there to the body. There's our load, and that is, of course, the jack is earth to the chassis anyway by default. So that's good. Okay, next up, given this is finished, and I hope I'm going to polish the case up and get it in there, and we'll run some final tests tonight, and we'll, like I said, we'll check for some shortwave stations. I think they're still out there. You know, certainly nothing from Australia as far as I'm aware, but there'll be Asian stations for sure. Anyway, I'll catch you all a little bit later. Okay, here we are, all back in its case, and ready to just test it. Here we go. And I'll turn the light off. Oh yeah, that's good. Antenna's connected.
That's also doing an LRO. That's a classy move. You know, Dad's got a couple. I've got he, although like he.
Cool.
He
Let's check out the MP3 player. I've already connected to it, and I'll just where's this one? Blah 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 blah. Dimension X. Come on. Cool. That works too. Nice. Okay.
Time is an interesting...
Oh, be quiet, be quiet. Okay, so for tonight, let's check. Everything's working. AM's working. Of course, you know, MP3 is working well. Let's check the God, shortwave band. Okay. I have no idea if it's going to work. Getting some static. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Here we go. It's Asian. But like it's coming in and out, so maybe not late enough at night, maybe. It's only about 7:30 here at the moment. Cool! Cool! It works! The radio is fully functional. Super! Well, I have really enjoyed myself with this one. You know what it's like. You get it working, everything's humming along, you know, and then it all goes horribly wrong, as it did with this. But we got there. Changed the output transformer, changed the one of the valves, 6J7, as I recall, and fixed up one of my stuff-ups, a bad earth on the volume pot. Anyway, I've really had a good time with this. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. So take care, guys. I will see you very soon with another radio. Bye.